A small Virginia town just beat Tulsa, Oklahoma, and Astoria, Oregon for the top Main Street award in the country. And the lesson for anyone running a physical business in any small market in America is more practical than you might think. I'm Drew. This is Main Street Operator. It's Friday, May 15th, and today I want to spend the bulk of our time on a story about a place called Wytheville, Virginia, and one tool that will save you 7 hours a week on scheduling and quoting. Wytheville sits in southwest Virginia, about 1,000 people shy of 8,000, just off Interstate 81 in the Appalachian foothills. In 2014, downtown Wytheville looked like a lot of small American downtowns look: empty storefronts, faded signage, businesses that closed at 5 and stayed closed all weekend. That year, a handful of local operators and the town manager started something called Downtown Wytheville Inc, a designated Virginia Main Street community. Over the next 11 years, those operators did the unglamorous work of bringing one storefront back at a time. They restored the Millwall Theater, the oldest continuously operating movie theater in Virginia. They reopened the historic Bolling Wilson Hotel. They launched a community business launch grant program called Evolution Wytheville that put real money behind first-time operators willing to sign a lease on Main Street. That single program created 38 jobs and pulled in more than $4 million of private investment by itself, according to the Downtown Wytheville Inc case file submitted with the GAMZA application. The cumulative numbers, announced last month when Wytheville won the 2026 Great American Main Street Award, are the kind of figures most rural towns never see. $23 million in private investment over a decade, nearly $10 million in public infrastructure improvements, much of it streetscape and ADA work that made the sidewalks usable for older shoppers and for parents with strollers. The downtown vacancy rate is now 4%. 4. Most rural main streets sit in the high teens or above. Walk Main Street today, and you meet operators like Brehm, who runs the Eclectic Pearl Mercantile at 266 West Main Street, a curated mix of antiques, regional artisan goods, and gourmet pantry items. Or Collin O'Donnell, who started The Grind during the pandemic out of a single food truck and is now expanding to multiple locations across Appalachia. 2 breweries, Seven Sisters and Seven Dogs Brew Pub, a wine bar called Petals, an art school, the restored Bolling Wilson Hotel. Here's the part most coverage misses. None of these operators are venture-backed. None are roll-up platforms. They are independent owners with skin in the game who took on personal guarantee leases, who remortgaged houses, who hired locally. The town and the state met them with grant money, ADA-compliant streetscape, and marketing dollars. The operators met the town with their own balance sheets. The lesson is one most of you already understand intuitively, but might be underplaying in your own market. A single operator cannot rebuild a downtown, but 2 or 3 operators on the same block, plus a town council that takes the work seriously, plus a grant program with even modest dollars attached, plus 11 years of patience. That is enough. Wytheville beat Tulsa for the country's top Main Street award. Tulsa is roughly 50 times the population. The thing that won was not size. It was the willingness of independent operators to invest behind each other. If your town has a dormant Main Street program this week, call the executive director and ask one question. What is the next storefront you need filled, and what does the lease look like? You may not be the right operator for it, but you probably know someone who is, and that introduction is the asset. For the tool of the week, this one is for any of you running a service trade. HVAC, plumbing, lawn, electrical, cleaning, painting, mobile pet grooming. The tool is Jobber at getjobber.com. What it does is replace the scheduling spreadsheet, the paper invoices, the quoting process, and the customer text string of doom with one app that runs on your phone and your office laptop. The core plan is $39 a month for one user. Connect is $129 a month for small teams, and Grow is $249 a month with route optimization and automated review requests. There is a 14-day free trial with no credit card required. Setup time for a non-technical owner is a weekend. Import your customer list from a CSV on Saturday, build your service templates and email templates Sunday morning, run your first job Monday. Operators in field service consistently report saving 7 or more hours a week on scheduling and admin once they are off paper, and one contractor profiled by SBE Council this spring is using Jobber's AI quote response feature to acknowledge incoming requests within minutes, then manually reviewing every actual price before it goes out. That is the right pattern. Automate the response, never the price. That is the spotlight and the tool. Monday, I am back with 3 more stories from the operator desk. I'm Drew. This is Main Street Operator.